when they announced that the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was going to be Black Adam, I was just a little boy. Just a little boy going to elementary school, you know, hanging out with my friends, doing homework. And now here I am, 33 years old, and finally we get Black Adam. Again, Matt the Mad here. Welcome back, everybody. So Black Adam finally is here. Just kidding about me being a little boy when The Rock was announced as Black Adam. Even though technically I was young. He was announced back in 2007. So I was a junior in high school. No, junior, senior in high school. So, So I was like, 17, 18 years old. I'm 33 now. No, I'm not that far off. I mean, I'm still little. So, there's that. So we got Black Adam. I went and saw it. I had to. DC movie, superhero movie, The Rock. Why not? You got Pierce Brosnan in there as Dr. Fate. So, what did I think of Black Adam? Well, I'm going to get right into it. And my first positive, The Rock is Black Adam. What I liked most about him as Black Adam was not just obviously the physicality. When the dude can put on the costume and not have any padding, like most actors have to have, even the big ones, like even Ben Affleck had to have padding a little bit as Batman. But when The Rock can put on the Black Adam suit and have no padding whatsoever, that's all him. That's pretty awesome. I gotta admit. Like we saw at Comic-Con when they had him come out in the suit. That's all him. No padding. So that, obviously, for any comic book fan, to see your favorite comic book character on screen and an actor that literally embodies from head to toe, shape, physicality, everything, that's a win. Number two, I really liked about The Rock is he was serious. He was monotone. He was almost, I don't want to say robotic, but he didn't bring that charm and charisma and those one-liners we know of The Rock. He was, dead serious, monotone, no charisma, no humor like we're used to. I love that. No sarcasm. I was watching this movie going, people might forget back in the early 2000s when The Rock was, getting into Hollywood and he had The Mummy Returns and The Scorpion King. Everyone thought that The Rock was going to be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everyone said, oh yeah, he's going to be the next Arnold, follow the same career as Arnold Schwarzenegger, And they did that. The Rock was in that movie, The Rundown, directed by Peter Berg, who did Friday Night Lights and Hancock. That had Sean William Scott, Christopher Walken, Rosario Dawson. And he had that one scene in the movie where The Rock is walking through a bar and Arnold comes up right next to him. They're passing each other and Arnold says, good luck. That was like a handing of the baton, like, I'm going to go be governor of California. You're coming in to be an actor now. I'm giving you the okay. And everyone thought, oh yeah, The Rock is going to be the next Terminator whenever they make the next Terminator movie. That obviously hasn't happened. But let me tell you, and I mean this, if the studio that has Terminator, since the Terminator franchise is dead, absolutely dead right now, and they decide to completely remake the original from scratch, let me tell you something, The Rock would truly be the perfect option. Not just the physicality, but what you see him as Black Adam, that dead serious, no charisma, no humor, no just deadpan dialogue, almost robotic, is great. He would be great. Not only that, but he has this dynamic with this kid in the movie. And let me tell you, the kid trying to teach Black Adam sarcasm, like, right before you kill somebody, or right before you drop someone from a high place, say a catchphrase. That way they remember you. That way they can go tell their other people to be scared of you. And this whole time I'm like, this is the John Connor Terminator dynamic in Terminator 2. It was so great. I'm like, and then that really set me off. I'm like, oh my God, The Rock could be the next Terminator. Really, he could be. So, The Rock is excellent. Number 2, Pierce Brosnan, the former James Bond before Daniel Craig. Pierce Brosnan plays Dr. Fate. This is a character that was actually in Smallville back in the early 2000s when they did the Justice Society of America episodes. But here, with a bigger budget and a blockbuster-sized budget, and it's DC backing it with the visuals, Dr. Fate is one of the coolest characters. Think of Doctor Strange with all his magic and can multiply into many. Now think of Dr. Fate and what he can do. Awesome. Not to mention, Pierce Brosnan did an excellent job. And I'm not even that big of a Pierce Brosnan fan. I mean, even as James Bond, I never thought he was fine, but he still was never like, yeah. My favorite Pierce Brosnan movie is the remake of Thomas Crown Affair. That movie, I think, is his best movie, in my opinion. But overall, here he does a great job as Dr. Fate. The next actor to do an awesome job in this movie is, oh no, it's Voodoo, the Curse of Voodoo. If you know that one I'm talking about Friday Night Lights. Aldous Hodge played Voodoo in the first season of Friday Night Lights, the TV show. And now, starting in Friday Night Lights and all the way now to Black Adam as Hawkman. He was also in the remake of The Invisible Man in 2020. Aldous Hodge almost steals the show as Hawkman. His back and forth with Black Adam, his beef with Black Adam, as I should say, is great. His back and forth with Dr. Fate Pierce Brosnan is also great. Their chemistry, like they have this long friendship, really works well. Not to mention his back and forth with Atom Smasher, Noah Centineo, is excellent. It's really funny. I'll talk to you about that later. It's great. So Aldous Hodge as Hawkman steals the movie, almost. So I really liked him. The action, the movie has a lot of action. I like the action is really good. From the intro to Black Adam to the fight with the Justice Society to even the ending fight with the villain. And I'll get to that in the negative, the villain. The action is really good. It's really action-packed. But it's poppy, it's hard-hitting, it's very violent. This movie was supposed to be rated R, but they cut it down to PG-13. But still, the violence is violence. It's visceral. It's excellent. Also, the visuals, the cinematography. This is a comic book movie. And there are a lot of shots in the movie, whether it was Dr. Fate doing his thing, Hawkman and Black Adam fighting, Black Adam with all his powers and lightning and everything. Visually, it looks excellent. There's even a shot near the end with the villain. Black Adam's grabbing the villain by the horns, and Dr. Fate's in there, or Hawkman's in there, pulling on him. And the visual composition of this shot looks right out of a comic book. Not to mention, like you see in the posters, with The Rock sitting on a throne. That's in the movie. And let me tell you something. I kind of wish they sat on that shot a little bit longer, because just the badassness of The Rock in the Black Adam suit, and him sitting in this like iron throne. I'm like, oh my god, I kind of wish they ended the movie right on that shot. Like, that's a badass shot to end the movie on. Both visually and just The Rock sitting on a throne. Come on. The music. I really like the music. The music has an interesting soundtrack. A lot of pop culture music that works for me. I don't know why. Normally I'd probably be like, really? It seems kind of cheap. But no. Like, we got that one song, 21st Century, look at the man with all that power, blah, 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 blah. And while that song is playing, you see The Rock, destroying people left and right with all his power. So it's kind of a needle drop, like, really, look at that man with all that power, and you see The Rock using all his power, one of the powerful people on the planet. Superman is from another planet, just so you know. I like the music. Also, like I said, the humor. The back and forth between Noah Centineo and Hawkman is great. Some of the humor, even when the kid is trying to teach The Rock or Black Adam, sarcasm, it works. It's funny. I like it. The main negative is the third act. There was a point in this movie that I thought the movie was going to end. But then it has another 20 minutes. I was at 15, 20 minutes. And that's when they tack on the villain. The main villain. And it's a weak villain. We've seen that a lot in comic book movies. The villain is weak. And this is no different. The villain feels very much like oh yeah, we need to have a villain at the end of this movie. Technically Black Adam is the villain for most of the movie. And that's why when you get to a point you think, oh, this is the end of the movie. Because we have had that arc. Like, no, we got another 15 minutes of bringing the actual villain that we really haven't been built up, but not really. So, the third act to me was the weakest part. Not even the action in the third act. The action's cool, but how it just kind of slows things down a little bit in the third act. Atom Smasher. I like Atom Smasher, the actor, Noah Centineo. You might have seen him in a couple of Netflix movies. All the Boys I Love. To All the Boys I Love, I think it's called, with Lana Condor on Netflix. He's good. I like him. He's a new actor. He's pretty good. The problem is, I'm sure everyone's going to say the same thing, his costume, he looks like Deadpool. Look at the mask, look at Deadpool. Really, DC? You didn't think we were going to notice? And also, like I said, he provides a lot of the humor in the movie, just like Deadpool. It's not the same humor that Deadpool has, but once again, between the humor and the mask, and other than that, he doesn't get that much character development outside of that. So it's less like, okay, so he's a Deadpool ripoff. Alright, the next is Cyclone. The actress that plays Cyclone. She's a good actress, but once again, she doesn't get that much to do. She flirts with Noah Centino's Atom Smasher, and that's about it. Yeah, we see her do her powers or her little, thing that she does. Like with wind, Cyclone, no. But, once again, these characters don't get any character development. They're just thrown in there like, okay, you two bat your eyes at that person, and you bat your eyes at that person, and now you guys are like having a little, romantic moment. Okay. Yes, this movie has one shot of really bad CGI. This movie also has a horrible ADR moment. The kid in the movie is giving this rousing monologue speech to the civilians in this town of Kunda. And I'm like, oh my god. You cannot tell me the director, the producer, and even The Rock himself okayed this moment. You can clearly tell they ADR'd this speech because the mouth isn't matching up with the dialogue that you hear. I mean, I'm like, oh my god. And this is one of the movies where instead of cutting to like the action going on and showing the action and just having the speech as a voiceover in the background while showing the action, which would have made it a lot better. But when you stay on the kid doing the monologue, the speech, and you can clearly tell it's ADR, you're like, oh my god. I can see someone, a brand new filmmaker, doing that because they're new, they don't have the budget, they're maybe doing it another way. But man, it's horrible. And this is a big budget movie. $175 million budget movie. So those are my negatives. But overall, I know the Black Adam. Does it feel like a comic book movie in the mid-2000s? Yes. Is that a bad thing? No. Why? Because once again, people, back in the mid-2000s, we actually had some good comic book movies. X-Men, X-Men 2, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Batman Begins. Anybody? Yeah. And even like movies like Hellboy, mid-2000s. The Punisher with Thomas Jane, Josh Rodo. I actually like that one. Guilty pleasure. So were all the comic book movies back in the early 2000s, mid-2000s bad? No. Did you have some bad ones? Yes. Catwoman. Ghost Rider. X-Men The Last Stand. Talking about Black Adam. 4 out of 5. Very entertaining. The Rock I really liked. The acting was good. The visuals. Pierce Brosnan out of touch. Voodoo. Oh no. It's the curse of voodoo. Like I said, I enjoyed it. And what they're setting up with Black Adam and Superman. And don't forget Shazam. Shazam, Black Adam, and Superman fight. And I cannot wait. As much as I can't wait to see Superman and Black Adam, I cannot wait to see The Rock, Black Adam, and Zachary Levi's Shazam, with Shazam's bubbly, funny, humor, personality, mixed with this monotone, almost robotic, no sir, no humor, Black Adam, dead serious. That back and forth and just that completely different, personalities could be awesome to watch on screen. Plus you throw in Superman in there too. That could be an awesome movie if they do it right. But anyway, Matt the Matt here. Let me know what you think of Black Adam. Did you see Black Adam? Did you like the movie? How old were you in the movie when The Rock was announced as Black Adam? I was just a little shit. I don't know about you. You might not have even been born yet when they announced The Rock as Black Adam. But anyway, once again, comment below what you thought about the movie, what you didn't like, what you liked. Click that thumbs up button, click that subscribe button, and once again, Matt the Matt here.